Hello, Collective. I am Magical Jones, and this is Wisdom and Guidance Oracle. Okay. Today, I'm not going to start off with any cards. I'm not going to start off with a deck. I'm going off pure intuition. I'm going off of what I feel like Spirit has placed on my heart and on my mind to speak about. Okay. Now, the thing about it is, we all have certain experiences in life, okay? And when we have experiences in life, then other people are involved, and sometimes when you speak your truth about a certain experience or a certain path or the way that you feel about something, people can feel a little guarded, okay? So, right off the bat, I just want anybody that knows me personally not to take what I say personally, like it's a it's an attack towards you, because it's not. Okay. When I signed up to be a spirit guide and someone that has a desire and an ambition to guide others, the collective, um, my shared experience is included. Okay. So it is what it is. Okay. And also, to those of you who also do what I do, and then you feel like you can't talk about certain things. I mean, you're not calling names and you're not, being personal about certain things, but how can someone know that you relate to them unless they know that you have went through the same thing that Spirit is talking about through you? Okay. With that being said, I wanted to start off with my oracle or my tarot cards, and I couldn't. Okay. And the reason why, collective, is because Spirit has a message. Okay. Spirit has a message for you. And if you are here and this is a live reading, then you're not here just by chance. Okay. And even if everything that I say doesn't relate to you, take what does relate and apply it to what is going on in your life or what has happened in your life so that you may have a greater understanding. Okay. Now, every soul has a purpose. In my opinion, okay, every soul has a purpose. And sometimes a soul's purpose is to inspire others. Okay. You can inspire others through public domains. You could inspire others through, just family, work, different avenues. All right. Now, and I'm trying to say this, and I'm trying to get over my block of not speaking my truth, because I felt like I feel like I don't want people to make it seem like I'm talking about anyone that I know personally. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the case. I'm just sharing my experience in life. Okay. Everyone experiences certain things in life. Okay. And sometimes the things that we experience in life humbles us. Right. Now, whether it humbles us through our own understanding, or whether it humbles us through other people coming to us and, you know, expressing how they feel about our position. Okay. It's all humbling. Okay. Now, the thing about a humbling experience is it will allow you or cause you to close off certain parts of yourself. Because you're like, okay, well, when I behave in this way, or when I said these certain things, the reaction that I got was that people didn't agree. Okay. And 9 times out of 10, the people that's not going to agree with you are going to be the people that are close to you. So this includes your family, your friends, your spouse, your husband, your wife, okay, your significant other. Right. These people are not going to necessarily agree with the way that you come off when it comes to you expressing yourself. Because maybe they feel like you are targeting them and they want to at least feel like, or they want to reassure within themselves that they did nothing wrong to you. Okay. Now, the thing about it is, when you are on a certain path, collective, and your path is unique, and you go through things and you experience things in life, and then when you express yourself, certain people will say, okay, well, am I included with these people that you're expressing yourself about? Because even you would feel a certain type of guilt, or as if you could have done more for someone that is important to you. Okay. Now, set that aside. And now we're talking about the chosen ones. Now we're talking about those that are anointed, those that have a calling on their lives to walk a certain path, to speak a certain truth. Okay. And I want to say things, but I want to say them to where you understand. So if I say the word karmic, do you understand what I mean by karmic? Okay. Like, karmic is not necessarily bad. Like, if somebody has a karmic connection to you, that doesn't necessarily make them a bad person. It just means that they have played a particular role in your life to teach you or to show you something in particular about yourself. or about life. Okay? And it's like a soul contract. All right? Now, everybody doesn't believe in soul contracts. Everybody doesn't believe in reincarnation. And everybody doesn't believe in certain things. Okay? Just because a person doesn't believe in something doesn't mean that it's not true, or that it doesn't hold weight. Okay? Because, and excuse me if I get a little political, but for a long time people thought that black people or African Americans or melanated people were ignorant, and that they didn't have a certain intellect about themselves, because that's what they were told. Okay? And some, earlier than that, that's just the position that they decided to play, because they wanted to have a particular role. Okay? Now, like I said, forgive me if you feel like I'm being a little political, but I'm saying this for a purpose. Just because someone thinks of you to be a certain type of way, or just because someone thinks of someone to be a certain type of way, doesn't mean that it's true. Okay? And a lot of times perspective plays a very important role in people's decisions and the way that people see things in life. Okay? So if a man was to say, I'm a man, and a woman cannot do what I do, that doesn't necessarily make that man wrong, but at some point, this is what he has learned. And at some point, this belief or this view, this perspective of him being a man or woman, women, oh, I'm weaker, so I need somebody to protect me. You know what I'm saying? It plays a role in how people are perceived. If you're getting what I'm saying, let me turn off my notifications, because now I got people texting me and all this other type of stuff, and I'm live. Okay. Blatantly collective. It doesn't matter. If someone knows you from a past experience or a past life, or if someone knows you based off of what someone else says, the most important thing that I feel like Spirit wants you to know is you cannot allow for that to hinder you and make you stagnant, or to make you, or to allow you to lose your power and your authority over your life. okay? Because one thing that I know at my tender age of 48 is that when a person is miserable in their life and they have other people around them that they feel like they can judge, they're going to judge them. And they're going to nitpick all the things about this person that they feel like could be better. And it's only to make them feel better about themselves. All right? I don't care if when you were in elementary or middle school that you had to take LD classes. And I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you had to take a particular path in your life to get to where you are right now. Where you are right now is not where you used to be. And the thing about it is, collective, people would love for you to remain where you used to be because they don't have the confidence in themselves to grow and to expand. They don't understand life enough to evolve beyond where they are. They don't have the courage and the strength to move on from certain aspects and positions in their lives. So when you go to someone, whether you know them personally or not, you have to be very mindful of where they are mentally. Because what a lot of people do is, collective, they project where they are in their life onto you. You go to them and you're like, okay, oh, so I'm going through such and such a thing with such and such a who, and you know, I just really, I want better in my life, and I want to do better. And the word better, believe it or not, believe it or not, the word better, the way that you approach people and the way that you present yourself to people, high vibrational words and actions trigger certain people. So when you tell somebody that you want to do better and they're in a position to where they feel like they're stuck, I don't give a fuck who they is, excuse me. I don't care who they is. They can be your mama. They can be your daddy. They can be your husband, your wife, your teacher, your mentor. I don't give a fuck who they is. But if they are in a certain place to where they can't move forward, and you come to them in confidence, it scares them. It shows them that they're stuck. Why am I saying this? Because Spirit is saying, collective, if this is resonating with you, stop telling people your business. I don't care who it is. Stop telling people that are not on your level. And you already know the people in your life that are not on your level because you feel it. You see the little side eye glances. You see, you know, how this person stops showing up for you when it's time for you to be celebrated. you see how when this person has certain, or when you have certain ideals, this person is like, okay, yeah, but then they try to add on to your ideal. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I like what you're saying, but I want to make it my own. So, excuse me. But, and I, like I said before, I'm trying to say what I'm saying without coming off a certain way. And I'm trying to say what I'm saying to where you guys can understand me. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. When they stop showing up for you, when they stop congratulating you, when they stop, doing all the things that they used to do to make you feel like you're being supported by them, believe them. When they stop doing those things, believe them. And even if this person means no harm, stop. Because this person could be in a place to where they're trying, or they have to get themselves together. Okay? And y'all think that people can't envy you and be jealous of you and be like jealous of your strength and your tenacity, your ambition. People can be jealous. And not that they wish any harm on you, but when you come to those people and you open up to them, they're not in a position to give you any strength, direction, guidance, wisdom, knowledge, and none of that. So what does that say about you and where you are? Doesn't that mean that it's time for you to trust in yourself and believe in yourself? Doesn't that mean that you have been through at least enough in life to where you don't need anybody's opinion? And now, I don't want to speak down on guidance or like life coaches and people like that, because I'm one, okay? But at the same time, do your guides and your coaches, do they teach you to listen to your intuition and to trust in yourself? Do they treat you as if you're a child or someone who is learning how to do something for the first time, and then once you get it, you know what I'm saying, you don't even need them no more? You don't. A spirit guide, a advisor, they're not supposed to be in your life forever. You're not supposed to be going to people forever for advice. I don't know what to do. I need advice. No, you don't. You need to trust yourself. The thing about it is, collective, is life at a certain point gets scary, because you have to completely depend on yourself. You don't have nobody to depend on. And if you're dependent on somebody completely all the time, then you're not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing it right if constantly you need direction and guidance. That's called codependency. Like I said before, that's like a parent teaching, or like ideal, a dad, a father, a masculine energy, logic, go getter, action, teaching their child how to ride a bike without the training wheels. You know what I'm saying? And for a while, it's like it's scary and you wobble, you know what I'm saying? And then when you kind of like lean off to the side of the bike without the training wheels, your guidance is right there. I got you. You got this. Okay? But at some point, that guidance or those people that you depend on or that you think so highly of, they have to take a back seat and allow you to move forward. And if they give a care about you, they're going to watch you from a distance. They're not going to interfere in your learning process. They're not going to say, no, do this. They're going to do that in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, okay, I'm going to prep you. I'm going to let you know everything that you need to know. Okay? And then after that, I have to go because, to be honest, I got my own life I got to tend to. So I can't tend to my life and your life too. So while you're learning how to ride this bike without the training wheels, I'm over here learning how to do something that I need to do. Okay? And that matter of fact, I got some guys and maybe some coaches that's been trying to train me. You know what I'm saying? And then at some point they step back. So I got to do this on my own. We all need each other. We do at some point. But stop allowing people to make you feel like you're not enough. Oh, I remember. Oh, I remember when such and such and such and such. You know. Oh yeah, let's go hang out at the club like we used to back in the day. I got 5 kids. I got 2 kids and a husband or a wife or a fiance. And you telling me that you want me to go hang out with you at the club. That's telling me intuitively that you're struggling with yourself and that you need somebody to hold on to. And if I'm not careful, I'm going to open myself up to be vulnerable to you. So at some point, I'm going to put myself in your situation. So the confusion that you have in your life, eventually, I'm going to have it in my life. Even though I was stable over here. Okay? Collective. You are enough. People are going to talk about you. People are going to reminisce about you. People are going to be in their head about you. So Billy Carson came in my head as far as, I like to I like to listen to him, and there's multiple other people that talk about dimensions and parallel universes and stuff like that. But I like to listen to him because he's a brother, you know, and I have nothing against anybody else, but um, we all have a choice. Okay? I feel like the purpose of this video, or one of the purposes of this video, collective, is for Spirit to reassure you that it doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you. It doesn't matter what you did in your past. Nothing matters in your life besides for what you think and believe about yourself at the present moment. And if you believe that you are worthy and that you transcend all drama, negative situations, if you believe that everything that you went through in your life was to put you where you are right now, on a higher dimension, and when I say a higher dimension, I'm talking about mentally, okay? And not to get too deep into certain things, because I like to keep my messages simple so that people can understand, okay? But when you get to the point that you understand and that you believe that heaven is not a place, it's a state of mind. And that hell is not a place, it's a state of mind. And if you do not rise above the things, the drama, the challenges, the tests that you have been through in your life, if you don't rise above it, then at a certain level, you're remaining in a certain type of hell. It's drama, okay? It's low vibrational. And it's going to have you viewing life from a certain perspective. This is why me, Magical Jones, Wisdom and Guidance, always talks about perspective, okay? What is your perspective of yourself? Regardless of what you went through in life, regardless of what you had to do, regardless of who you had to cut off, regardless of who cut you off, or who made you feel like you wasn't worthy. What is your perspective of yourself? Can you still see yourself as a work in progress and someone who is constantly rising to the occasion? Or do you see yourself as someone who's stuck? Because trust me, like I was saying before, a lot of people in your life would love for you to be stuck. on a certain timeline, on a certain timeline. Okay. Oh, oh, you remember when you do you still uh I remember when, oh, is this still your favorite, or whatever happened to, okay, that's fine, I understand you're curious, but me, I moved on, and I don't see myself, and this is you collective, I don't see myself on that level anymore, because I know that I don't have to be. I know that I want more, I want better. And that doesn't mean that I think I'm better than you or anybody else. That just means that I want to feel better than I felt about where I was at a certain point in life. And sometimes people will never get it. They will never get it. They will never understand your pain. They will never understand what you had to go through. Because sometimes the universe will allow for you to make it look easy. Some people feel like you ain't struggled at all. Some people feel like you don't even deserve to be where you are or where you're heading. Is that your um what's the word? Is that your responsibility to prove to them that you are worthy? It's not. It's not. It's not. Until they have actually walked in your shoes, and not per se in your shoes, but until they have actually went through the fire, the pain, the disappointments, the rejection, the doubt, the low self-esteem, and none of it shows on the outside, but it's all on the inside. So it looks easy to them, but to you, oh, now you brand new. You know what I'm saying? Now you brand new. Now you acting different. Baby, you got every right to be brand new and to be different. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody. They don't have to understand what you went through. But for those that come your way and they ask for your wisdom and your guidance, and you give it to them, and they take it, and they say, Collective was right. Collective got some insight. Yeah, I don't know who this message is for. I don't know who it's for. But I know that some of you guys are about to rise to a occasion. Some of you guys are about to receive from the universe some things that you deserve. And some people are not going to like it. And when you receive these things from the universe, and people come at you sideways, how are you going to respond to them? Is it your duty to explain to them why you deserve the good that you were blessed with? Is it your responsibility to give your blessings away to people that never believed in you from the get go? But they feel entitled and they feel like, well, I would have did it for you. But then when you look around and you see that they were in all types of situations that elevated themselves and they left you right there where you was. Hoping, praying that you would break the strength, the God-given strength. That's the gift. The gift of strength that no man gave to you. God gave that to you. That was instilled in you. And some people don't like it. So when they get something and they like, oh no, this is mine. This is not yours. You don't deserve it. It's mine. I don't care. Well, it's mine. I can do what I want to with it. When you get your own, because they don't ever believe that you're worthy of anything, okay? Because that's just how they see it. When you get your own, then if you choose not to share with me, then that's your decision. Because I'm always going to be highly favored. Okay, good. That makes two of us. But for whatever reason, the universe allowed for you to experience them getting a blessing before you got a blessing, just to see how they was going to treat you, just to see how they feel about you, just to confirm. You weren't that important to me in the first place. I never needed you. You always needed me. When somebody shows you who they are, collective, believe them. Okay? Stop giving people the benefit of the doubt and stop risking your peace for people that don't deserve it. I don't give a fuck what they say about you. They can say you selfish. They can say you're the devil because you show no emotion, because you're not crying over them, because you're not following and waddling behind them like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Keep your position. Allow that to manifest. Some of you guys are destined for greatness. And it's coming. If you're watching this right now, and this is not going to be for everybody, if you're watching this right now and you're resonating with this, the universe has a surprise for you. Because you never gave up. Sometimes you may feel like you gave up on yourself, but but you never gave up on God, on the universe, whatever or whoever you believe in, however you say it, however you address it. Okay? Me, myself, I'll say God, Goddess. I'll say the universe. Okay? But what I won't say is, I won't say Jesus, I won't say Muhammad, I won't say any of these messiahs. Do I believe in those messiahs? Yes, I do. Because they were messengers. Okay? But I know that I very well could be a messiah as well. You very well could be a messiah. Okay? Many is it many are called, but the few are chosen? Something like that. Many are called. Many are called. I have a calling on my life. You have a calling on your life. But very few people will choose you. To be their guidance or to be their light. Many are called, but the chosen are few. Everybody has a calling. Everyone has a purpose. But those that choose anyway, I gotta go. I don't know. Let me see. 47, 40. 47, 40. I thought I was going to tap into my tarot. I'm just being led by spirit, you guys. I've been wanting to come forth, and I feel like spirit still has a message for you guys, and this right here was just one of many. I'm trying to get back to the point to where I'm coming before you without the tarot cards, without the oracles, but I love my oracle, okay? I love my spirit messages. Just know that your life is what you decide to make it. Everybody is going to have an opinion. Everybody is going to open their mouths and say something against you. Not everybody, but most people. Some people. But everybody's going to open their mouth and say something. Some against you, some for you. What you decide to take and add to yourself is your choice. Okay? This is why it's so important that we speak our daily affirmations, that we pray. We have our own personal relationship with and we are our spirit, but, with the universe and with our spirit guides, okay? It's very important that we have our own relationship and that we believe, okay? Not necessarily that you believe that a savior is going to come and save you, but that you believe that grace and mercy follows you all the days of your life. That you are divinely protected and that you're divinely guided. Okay? It's very important that you believe what is true for you. and not what you were necessarily taught or programmed or trained to believe or to think or, yeah, to believe. Anyway, I don't know. I hope this video gets a lot of messages, likes, views, because it's definitely from the soul. It's definitely a spirit message. I definitely believe that it's an end time message for some of the collective, okay? Especially those that have a tight knit with family and friends and people around them. And they find it hard to disconnect or go their own way and be authentic to themselves. We'll see. I love you guys. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel. Come back. Comment. Let me know. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hold on before I leave. Before I leave, let me say hello to Goober, Amelia, Accurate. Yeah, if I'm messing up y'all names, please forgive me. Okay. So Goober Sigma, Amelia R, Arkit. Maybe I have no idea. That Gottney, Lisa Prism, Avery Jones, and Avery Jones was the last person that I'm seeing on my side. Okay, so for the ones of you that decided to come in and comment, I appreciate you. You know, whether you're trolling or not, I still appreciate it because you still showed up. You still showed up. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will be back soon with some more spirit messages and wisdom and